Sri Lankan traditional architecture, developed through centuries of close observation of climate, material behavior, and human needs. In a tropical environment defined by monsoons, humidity, and heat, ancient builders did not attempt to isolate buildings from nature. Instead, they designed structures that worked with natural forces. Brick walls were not inert barriers. They were porous, breathable systems capable of absorbing moisture and releasing it gradually. Construction materials were selected not only for strength, but for compatibility with climate and human health. Surface treatments played a crucial role in this system. They were not decorative finishes, but protective layers, regulating moisture, preventing decay, and extending the life of masonry. This architectural philosophy forms the foundation of the traditional wall treatment methods explored in this documentary. What we see here is not a new wall. This brick surface was treated more than 20 years ago, using traditional Sri Lankan wall treatment methods based on Aralu and Shivānguru. Yet even today, it retains a clarity and visual consistency often associated with modern construction. There is no surface film, no artificial gloss, and no evidence of repeated repair. The fired clay bricks and mortar joints remain clearly defined, indicating that the treatment worked within the material rather than sitting on its surface. This stability is the result of breathability. The wall was allowed to absorb and release moisture naturally, preventing internal stress and uneven aging. What appears visually modern is not the absence of time, but the absence of damage. Now, consider this second section of the wall. This area has been directly exposed to rain for many years, without roof protection or modern waterproof coatings. Despite this exposure, there is no visible structural threat. The bricks remain intact. The mortar joints show no failure. There is no peeling, blistering, or trapped dampness. This tells us that moisture has not been resisted. It has been managed. Rainwater enters the porous structure of the brick and mortar and is later released back into the atmosphere as conditions change. Aralu, scientifically known as Terminalia chabula, is one of the most valued medicinal substances in Ayurvedic tradition. For centuries, it has been used for its antimicrobial, antifungal, and preservative qualities. Beyond medicine, Aralu was recognized for its ability to protect building materials, particularly porous surfaces such as brick and lime mortar. In preparation, Aralu is carefully cleaned and processed. A natural binder gum is then introduced. This binder gum improves cohesion and adhesion, allowing the mixture to integrate effectively with masonry surfaces. Water is gradually added, not simply to dissolve the material, but to activate its medicinal properties. The result is not a paint in the modern sense, but a bioactive treatment designed to penetrate rather than coat. Shivānguru serves a different but equally important role within this traditional system. Where Aralu provides biological protection, Shivānguru contributes structural balance and internal cohesion. It strengthens the mixture, regulates consistency, and ensures even distribution across the surface. The preparation of the Shivānguru mixture follows a deliberate process. Shivānguru is first introduced as the primary component. Water is added slowly, allowing the material to respond and stabilize. The natural binder gum is then incorporated, enhancing adhesion while preserving permeability. This balance is essential. A surface that is too sealed traps moisture. A surface that is too open deteriorates rapidly. The Shivānguru mixture achieves equilibrium, strength without rigidity, protection without suffocation. The Shivānguru mixture is applied directly onto the brick wall using a brush. This application is controlled and deliberate. As the mixture spreads across the surface, it penetrates the pores of the fired clay bricks. Rather than forming a superficial layer, it becomes part of the masonry itself. This integration improves surface stability while allowing air and moisture to move naturally through the wall. The brush application reflects the tactile knowledge embedded in traditional construction practices. The Aralu mixture is applied selectively, particularly to cement or mortar spaces within the wall. These areas are more susceptible to moisture retention and biological growth. Aralu penetrates these spaces, delivering antimicrobial protection from within. This targeted application ensures compatibility between different wall materials, maintaining overall breathability. The wall is treated as a system, not as isolated components. The importance of these two mixtures lies in their combined function. Together, they create a surface treatment that is breathable, durable, and environmentally responsible. They regulate moisture without trapping it. They resist biological decay without toxic chemicals. They age with the building rather than against it. From a conservation perspective, this system aligns with modern principles of material compatibility and sustainability. From a cultural perspective, it represents centuries of empirical knowledge, refined through practice rather than theory. In contrast to modern chemical paints, These traditional mixtures do not seal walls or compromise indoor air quality. They support long-term structural health while remaining fully biodegradable and locally sourced. Preserving and understanding these methods is not about returning to the past. It is about recognizing that sustainable architecture already exists within traditional knowledge systems. In ancient Sri Lanka, the boundaries between medicine, architecture, and material science were not clearly divided. Knowledge systems developed holistically, shaped by long-term observation of nature, climate, and human habitation. Traditional builders worked closely with materials derived from their immediate environment. Plants, minerals, and earth-based substances were evaluated not only for availability, but for behavior over time. Within this context, medicinal substances gradually entered architectural practice. Aralu, known in Ayurveda for its preservative and antimicrobial qualities, was one such material. Its ability to resist biological decay made it valuable in humid tropical conditions, where walls were constantly exposed to moisture, fungi, and microorganisms. Builders recognized that the same properties that protected the human body could also protect porous masonry. Shivānguru emerged as a complementary material within this system. While Aralu addressed biological threats, Shivānguru contributed structural balance and cohesion. Its use reflects an understanding that durability requires both protection and internal stability. These mixtures were not created through fixed formulas or written manuals. They were adaptive systems, refined through repeated use, failure, and improvement across generations. Ratios were adjusted based on climate, wall condition, and material response rather than numerical measurement. This knowledge was transmitted orally, from master craftsmen to apprentices, embedded within daily practice rather than theory. Over time, these techniques became integral to traditional construction, particularly in brick masonry and lime-based walls. The survival of ancient Sri Lankan brick structures demonstrates the effectiveness of this approach. Long before the development of modern chemistry or conservation science, these builders achieved material compatibility, breathability, and durability through empirical understanding. Today, the Aralu and Shivānguru wall mixtures stand as evidence of an advanced indigenous material intelligence, one that continues to offer valuable lessons for sustainable architecture and heritage conservation. These wall treatments remind us that architecture can be both intelligent and humane.